Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roz, aka Elises. What's up? What's up? I am a jumper. Thanks for watching the God Factories channel. We're doing a $100 giveaway to all of our subscribers and everything like that. So, if you guys are subscribed, you guys are able to enter that contest for the $100. Stay tuned and you guys will figure out how to get it. If you guys want to join the community, get more tips and stuff like that, go ahead and join the Discord link. It'll be posted in the comments. All right, into this. What we're going to be explaining today is, I got 28th place. Wow, that sucks. Anyway, defeat units. All right, so as a jumper, I focus on a few things, and basically what I'm doing here is, this is for everyone. This is not just for jumpers. This is for everybody who plays this game. This is Warhammer, Chaos and Conquest. Build your warband for Android and iOS. What you are going to want to do, like the first thing you upgrade, every time you upgrade anything, is firstly, you're going to want to try to get your prestige leveled up as high as possible. But if you're not a spender, the prestige isn't really going to be what you're focused on. If you're a spender, you're going to be wanting to focus on your prestige very much. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to spend about, if you're a spender, spend about $200 immediately, unless you want to get it unless you want to get it the free way. If you do it the free way, you can probably get to level 7 in maybe a week. Then it'll take you about maybe like 15 days free to get to level 8 or 9. But if you do it straight up and pay for it, you can get enough gems to get straight to level 10 for about $200. So, as a spender, go ahead and buy that, spend $200, get you level 10. Once you do that, the reason why I say that is because you will be able to complete your alliance trials and your solo trials. Instant complete is at 18 minutes for your construction. It's going to make everything else that much more, like that much cheaper for you. So you're not going to have to pay for 18 minutes worth of speed ups now. And the construction speed is going to be taken down by 5%, which will make you have to pay 5% less in speed ups for every construction. That goes for rituals as well. Instant finish solo trials, true. Okay. And it will also be the alliance trials. You'll get, wait a second. Oh yeah, this is level 9. I'm sorry. Level 10. This is 20 minutes. 5% on both of those still. Instant finish solo trials, instant finish alliance trials, true. And you get a boost on your gathering speed, so if you're a jumper, that's a plus for you. If you are a spender, that doesn't really matter, because gathering is only going to come in handy when you're just hitting events. Otherwise, you need to be buying your resources or stealing them from people. And that's for jumpers too. Jumpers should be actually just stealing them. And stacking up all items. Champion vanquish damage 1%, blah blah blah. Resource production bonus 10%. Doesn't matter, you'll never be able to produce enough to get everything that you need in a timely fashion. And then you get these attack bonuses. So that's cool. Really, as a spender, if you're going to be an OP spender, you're going to want to get all the way up here. You get an instant complete up to 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's going to make everything go by way quicker. For sure. You get an hour and 30 minute free speed up every time. And then 20% knocks down off of all of your timing as far as your construction and rituals. And then you get all this extra good stuff. You can see how this is going to make your game cheaper throughout the game. So this Warlord armor bonus is going to be cheaper because it's going to help you to defeat more troops, save some more of your troops from being killed, which means that you're not going to have to pay for those troops again as often. Champion vanquish damage, you're going to be able to use less of your vanquish, your vigor, or whatever that blue stuff is that your champion has here. You're going to have to use less of that in battle because you will have a a boost to it. You'll do more damage. You'll kill the monster sooner. You can kill more monsters, which will give you more gear. It'll give you more, more items to craft gear, because people don't realize how important it is to kill monsters. This game is meant to be played slow, or pay for it. That's how it is. Play it slow or pay for it. If you're gonna play slow, just be a jumper. If not, you're gonna just be ending up in a really dead server by the time. But you're gonna end up in a dead server by the time you're big enough to do whatever you thought you were gonna be able to do, and it's not fun. So be a jumper and jump out of that dead server once you have everything you need. If you want to know how to be a jumper, I've posted a couple videos on that. Watch the new updated one. It's more accurate. All right, so you can see why it would be best for you as a spender to get your prestige up as high as possible. People will argue that it doesn't really matter about that, but with these bonuses here, if I got my prestige up and we have the same amount of research and we have the same amount of troops and we have the same amount like level hero and everything like that, which is not going to be very likely because this prestige makes everything go by a lot quicker, but I'm still going to have a ranged attack and my faction ranged boost and melee, so 12.5%. So if we have the same amount of research and everything, but you have a lower VIP than me or prestige than me, my prestige is going to be the deciding factor on who wins that battle. So I'm going to be able to get further faster as soon as I get my prestige up. So, but it's going to take a while to get that up. But like I said, this game is meant to be played slowly. You can see how it's set up. But their timers on here are really, really long. And when I say it's meant to be played slowly, it's meant to be played slowly because they also give you speed ups along the way. You just do these events and stuff like that. You'll get some speed ups and stuff, and you'll get gems and all kinds of good stuff. And then you'll use that to speed up everything. Now we move on to the champion. The champion is really your most powerful asset to your army, because of how you can set up the skills here. Now, if you have your skills all spread out everywhere, you're not going to do much damage. You're not going to do very good. So you should have plenty of setups in mind for this. So if you're going to be like right when you jump or whatever, or right when you are going to be leveling up your base as a spender, first things you're going to want to have maxed out are your construction and your rituals, and you're going to want to bring this down to the minimum of each one of these on this right hand side, all the way down to the minimum until you can max out construction 2, because that's going to bring you up to 65%, but you max out construction 1 first, and then rituals 2, which will give you a similar bonus, which is the same, and then depending on how you're going to play this, you can do that, but I wouldn't do that. Now, after you've gotten those maxed out with your champion and everything, I would focus on bringing, as a jumper, training speed, infantry training, just straight up training. But if you're going to be doing a lot of gathering and stuff, exalted presence is a great one because you can get more crafting stuff. And then slave driver. But these production boosts, I mean, you could try them out. I don't have any faith in them, and I don't ever really rely on those because I usually turn out to be a spender in these games anyway, so I buy my resources or steal them from people. So I know that you'll never be able to produce enough resources to get what you need, especially if you have a lot of troops. Your food will be constantly eaten, so you'll be in an economic setup. So every time you want to switch over in battle, you got to like pay another 1,000 gems or whatever. So you pay another 1,000 right there just to reset these so that you can go to battle. So infantry training speed, that's of course you do the chariots and the monsters and beasts, and you do all those training speeds as a spender. You get all those maxed out, and then you bring them all the way down once you're getting ready to train troops, because what you do first is your construction and rituals before you train a single troop for with a speed up or with warp stones. Before you ever use a speed up or warp stone on there, max out your construction and your rituals throughout your whole base. other than that, just let your troops train. They're not going anywhere. You got to get these researches and stuff done, or else you may as well have no troops. You have 1 million troops, but you have no research or rituals or whatever, and no construction done with the troop boosts. You're gonna get wiped out. You're gonna get wiped out by somebody at a lower level than you, and you're gonna be like, I hate this game because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so you're gonna jump in there. So you're gonna need 1,000 gems to get this changed from economics over to training. Once you're ready to start training, get your training speed up and everything. I would switch it over to training speed with your economics, and then once you're ready to switch to battle, once you're done with your rituals and your construction, switch it on over here to all the way down to the training 2. So get all the training 2, infantry and the chariots and the monsters. Get all those training 2, and then to start training as much troops. I would say fill up your whatever this thing is, sawbones. Yeah, fill up your sawbones. So whatever your max is, make sure that this wounded, fill it up. Like get as much troops that can fit there. And then after you get that, I mean your highest tier troop, just start training like a bunch of lower tier level troops for meat shield. But don't get too carried away with that. I would recommend while you're online, train those lower tier troops or whatever. You know, maybe not. I don't recommend really training lower tier troops if you're gonna be spending, but just kind of different how you can play. I mean, because I like to have a meat shield so that my lower tier troops are the ones that get killed and my higher tier troops stay in for more rounds. I just got attacked by somebody who was massive. I was smashing somebody earlier, and then I got attacked by someone way bigger than both of us. So yeah, my first battle, I didn't realize this guy had troops. Always scout first. I didn't want to scout because I was just being lazy. So I ended up hitting somebody with the wrong warlord and everything. I sent in Dragon Ogre Shaggoth over at 32,000 troops, 291,000 power. I still ended up winning the battle, but I did suffer massive losses. 4,000 troops, 4,466. And and that took away 44,000 of my power. I took away 45,000 of his power, but that at the same time, you know, his troops. And I only sent my cavalry because I didn't realize he had troops. I was just being stupid. I was gonna farm. I was gonna set up and farm all night. But then I was like, oh shit, something happened. So that's what happened when I said, oh shit, something happened. And then so I readjusted my plan, my attack strategy. So where is he at? Heretic, you are here again. So that was the first one. Wait, no. Was it the first one? Yeah. Okay, so Heretic. And then I adjusted my strategy, and then it went down to 2,000, and I only lost 22,000. So I lost half of what I did last time because I sent an actual force in. And then he lost a lot more power that time. So once I realized what he had, I was like, ah, shit. Okay. So then I did that, and so I kept on attacking him. Honestly, I thought this guy was I thought this was a dead base, and so I just kept on attacking him to clear out his troops because I just want to eventually, you know, just use him as a farm because that's what I do. I just use people as farm. So then, yeah, you see, I sent less troops that time, but also lost less power. I eventually ended up zeroing this guy. This guy here, he got me. He got me good. I was driving at the time, and I just, you know, I'm not gonna crash for this game. So he got me. I couldn't shield up or anything. He like knew how I started driving or something. But anyway, my final attack that I lost troops on with this guy was this one. Lost 546 troops. Sad because they're tier 2, but whatever. I sent my Exalted Chosen in because he has an armor boost, and my troops are on my hero is on armor. So if you guys check out your hero here, it's so important to have this guy leveled up. no matter what level you are, really. You want to have it leveled up before you get really high levels, because then everything becomes cheaper because of these construction boosts and stuff, and these training boosts. And then once you're ready for all battle, depending on what kind of player you are, if you're a defensive player, I recommend getting Unholy Ardor. Just there, right there. And then Robust Construction and Unnaturally Thickened Hide. I max those out. And then also the level 2 right here. And then you'll do the Robust Construction level 2. And then, wait. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's training speed. What the? Oh, yeah, there it is. So, yeah. Unnaturally Thickened Hide, too. So you'll get all those so that your armor can be boosted up. And then after you boost that up, I would recommend getting your defense so your traps can be up. That's the production speed though, but this is the one. And then you're going to let me see. I think it's Monstrous Blows. Increases the damage dealt by your monsters. Yeah, you're going to get these things boosted up. These Monstrous Blows, Keen Blade, and Crushing Impact, if you're a defensive player. And you're going to get 1 and 2 of all of those. So that's what you'll get. That's what you'll get. Now, if you're going to be an attack player, you'll also get well for the defensive players, I'm sorry, if you have anything left over after that, just allocate those ones for your training speed. And I recommend being a defensive player if you are maxed out on construction, maxed out on rituals, and maxed out on training speed. And once you got your training speed maxed out and everything, what you're going to be doing is once you're on that, as your champion gets higher and higher, don't change it up. Just stay with it. Try to protect yourself with your research that you're gaining. Go for your armors. All these 3 down the middle here, you go for the armors, and then you'll go for the other armors. But since that's not going to be effective, first you'll head in and you'll get your Keen Blade, because that's defensive and attack. It's just going to increase the damage that's done by your troops and stuff. So you'll get the ones that increase damage. If you open this up, it'll say what it does. Increase damage. Boom. Increase damage. That's what it does. Increases the damage. If it says specifically increases attack for anything, that is only when you send a march and you attack somebody. It doesn't do anything for somebody who comes and attacks you, because they are going to need defense. So that's going to be, you're going to need to rely on something that says armor. Armor and damage. There's no actual defense besides your defenses for your wall in this setup. So that's something you do have to learn. Because if you play these games before, there is a troop defense and an infantry defense and a range defense and a cavalry defense type thing. But in this game, they have split up the defensive statistic points, because this doesn't seem to be a very defensive game. They do cater to the attacker, because as you guys saw, my smaller amount of power defeated that guy. And a lot of people will argue power on this game, and it's not about power. It's really about your research, your rituals, and your constructions that you've completed. Mostly about your rituals and your champion level, and prestige too. Prestige is the tiebreaker. And the way you have these set up in here. So as a defense, I just explained everything. As an attacker, you're gonna go first for your what are they called? Your attack items. Your attack items, then your damage items, and then you're gonna go for your armor items. And that is, and if you're a spender, And depending on what kind of spender you are, because there's different types of spender. I'm a type of spender where I would like to get the best deal. So when I'm gonna be using speed ups after all my rituals and my construction's done, and I'm gonna be using speed ups and warp stones on my training, I will be trying to get them for the best deal. So I'll be having all my infantry training will be focused on while I'm spending any type of money, in-game currency, on training speed. I mean, training my troops. If I'm just letting a timer run, I'm not gonna worry about it. But if it takes me 2 weeks to train a set of troops or something like that, I'll probably every 2 weeks I'll probably switch over. I'll probably spend 1,000 gems to switch this over, and then 1,000 more gems to switch back to battle. Just so, as a spender, you'll have 1,000 gems or warp stones. You'll have 1,000 warp stones to spend here, and another 1,000 to switch back if you're a spender. But right now I'm a jumper, so I don't have any of my gems because I'm just actually stacking up my speed ups and my resources and stuff. And you don't really want to spend too much as a jumper. I mean, you can. I'm going to be spending a little bit more. I'm kind of just waiting to see if I get banned because I can't even chat right now. They got me on a chat block. So, I mean, I'm not trying to really spend too much more money on this specific account if they're going to end up banning me for being a jumper and stuff like that. But, well, actually for using a macro. And this is my macro here. Or whatever. My auto clicker. But anyway, they might ban me for it. So I'm kind of waiting to spend money on this thing. So anyway, what I was saying is, if you're a spender, if you don't care how much you're spending on it, then just go all attack, so you don't have to keep on switching over these stats. Just go all attack. Get your attacks, get your damage, and then go for armor because you're gonna need armor over at their base when you go and attack people. And then you're gonna increase the attack of all troops. Obviously you're gonna get the attack. Inspiring presence increases the morale. Morale is very important. That's something that you guys are going to need to invest in when it comes to warlords and anything like that. And you need to also realize what your strategy is going to be. So if I'm going to be sending in this guy, he gives me an 8% boost on my undivided morale. So I'm going to be definitely, if I'm using him, I'm going to be sending in undivided type troops. I'm going to be coming into here and make sure I have them trained up. And I don't think, this is undivided. Yeah, right there. Undivided. Undivided. What is this? This is not undivided. This is corn. So, any undivided boosts will not apply to corn troops. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but some people don't know that. But that's okay. That's what these types of videos are for. Now, doesn't look like there's any other ones in here. So, none in here, and you'll find the other ones when you get higher levels. I'm sure right here. So, just make sure that you have your strategy set up in the way that you're going to be fighting. So if you're not going to be training war beasts, which doesn't really make sense, then you wouldn't give the stats to the war beast. So if you're going to take your warlord or anything, I'll make another video about actually setting up battles and stuff, because that takes so much time to explain, and it deserves its own video. But in a nutshell, if you're going to be having this boosted up with the morale, make sure to be sending in this guy with the extra morale boost, and then make sure that you're boosting morale with some sort of boost. If there's a boost in this war section, damage, armor, blah blah. Doesn't look like there's a morale boost in here, but that's okay. I had some boosts on because because I was attacking that dude. He's a little bit higher level than me, as you guys saw. And then I got attacked by somebody else big that I couldn't prepare for. And I had marches out, so he got to attack my troops without attacking my full force. But they're all in my sawbones. He only killed like 15,000 of my troops. He killed 25,000 traps though, in a single hit. He did do that. So let me see. So with your champion, it's so important to have this thing leveled up correctly. And when you're doing different things in the game, this game isn't really for free-to-play players, because unless you're going to be playing it over a long period of time to level up, and then switching servers after you've learned how to play the game. You learn how to play the game, you stack up so much stuff from this server, you basically just stack up from this server because you're a free player. If you're going to be a free player, look at it as you're not really allowed to play in the first moment of the game. You're not really allowed to play how everybody else is playing who's spending. If you do choose to play how everybody else is spending, but being a free player, you're going to be one of the targets. You're going to be one of the food, the farms, the people who's getting mad. And then maybe that'll make you spend, and maybe it'll just make you quit, really. It'll probably just make you quit, because most people in the world are quitters. But if you're not a quitter, it'll probably make you spend or make you get on more and try to do harder. Or it might make you try to find a different strategy, like a jumper or something like that. But 9 times out of 10, people are quitting. And then the other one time is either going to be you're going to spend, or they're going to try to find a new strategy. So understand. See, I had a lot of people in the first server when it went worldwide. One of the first servers, Throg 2. A lot of dumb people in that server. They don't understand the value of having a high champion. Yeah, they'll come and attack me with my high champion, but I'm a level 7 keep right now. I'm a level 7 keep with as maxed out level 7 armor boosts and everything from buildings and my rituals. I can't do any more rituals until I level up. And they'll come through and they're like, oh, you have such a high level champion, but you can't take a hit because, but I can still beat you or whatever. It's like, yeah, but you don't understand what I'm doing, because if I were just to level up everything immediately and just go through and just get all the experience from leveling up to my champion, well, I might be a level 7 keep or a level 8 keep with only 9 of these construction boosts and 4 of those rituals ones. So automatically everything's going to take so much longer for me to level up anyway, and I'm never going to max out because I didn't give myself a boost on anything. I'm just going how the game was designed to get you to pay. So if I hang back for all that time instead and get my champion level up, everything's going to be sped up so much more. Same with the prestige. Everything's just going to be sped up. If you come to a point where you're like, all right, I'm done spending on this game, I'm maxed out as far as I'm willing to spend, then yeah, switch out of your economic, and then go over to battle, and then battle with what you've paid for, and then, progress on what you can outside of that. But this game is very expensive. It's either very, very expensive, or it's going to be very, very time consuming, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take you a long time to stack up everything. So ideally, if you want your server to last at least a year, at least, because if it lasts a year, it might last for 5 years now. After it hits that year threshold, that server is healthy. People are going to be, as long as the developers respect the players and don't depreciate their accounts, that server can stay around for the entirety of the game. And they can compete in like KVK or server versus server or whatever. So what would you guys that's the goal, really. But if you start out in a server and you're never the top dog, or you're never even a factor, you're probably going to quit. And that's a lot of people. So what this game is really designed to do is it's designed to give spending players shine and have them battle each other really and go around and just pillage everyone who's a free player. If you're a free player, you're not going to stand up against anybody in your first server that you jump into. So if you hated your account and you leveled up to level 15 or whatever, but you did it all free, you just keep getting wrecked and you just can't keep up with anybody because they all spend, and you're like, screw this server, I'm going to another server. It's going to happen again in the next server, and you're going to do the same thing. So what you do is you keep that little account level 7, and you just stack up everything. You just stack up everything from that server. That server eventually goes dead, and then you stick around in that server for like another like 6 months or whatever. After it's dead, like in a month or two, it'll go dead in like a month or two. You stick around for another 6 months and just farm everybody's base who quit. You know, they all going to be producing resources. So you just farm everybody's base all freely and without anybody coming to hunt you down. You leave out of there with millions and millions of resources, or however much the maximum is you could take over the jump. You know, if I recommend, until we find it out, farm that place until you have 100 million resources of each one, and then tons and tons of speed ups. Just, and if there's only a couple of you guys there, it should be easy to place in every one of those events. You guys should just place over and over and over and over again. Place in the events, stack up mad warp stones, and then just jump to a brand new server with new players, and you just take all that crap that you saved up over those like 6 months or something like that. And you take your stats with you, but it's okay because you'll be running the crap over there. And if you're a spender doing this type of thing, dude, you're going to be unstoppable, and everybody's going to want to be on your team. You're going to be the dude or the chick. But the first thing, like I said, no matter what level you level up your chaos keep to, first thing you level up in here is this Chaos Warshine. It's your champion's thing. So if you come here, this will give your champion an XP bonus. For every little bit of XP that you earn, you will gain a percentage boost to each one. So let that be your first thing that you upgrade on each stronghold or chaos keep upgrade. If the chaos keep goes to level 8, boom, come right here immediately and then find out what it takes to upgrade that to level 8. And then everything, once you get that leveled up to level 8, you can focus on everything else until your chaos keep is until this is maxed out for the level you're on. Honestly, the best thing to really do is stack up everything that you have. Like be a jumper, just stack up everything. And just stack up so much, and if you're a spender, stack up as much as you can to where you know you're going to be able to max out. I'm talking about maxing out your rituals and maxing out your buildings. So what you do is you come and you speed level up. You jump to the next server, and after you're level 7, you jump to the next server, the new one, and then you max out your keep level. Doing it the way that I told you, max out that, but also leveling that up before anything else. But get this max leveled out all the way so that you hurry up and speed up to level 30, have 140% boost on all experience. So now, after you've done that, you start working on all of your that's to say that if you don't want to use any rituals to get some construction boosts. But if you're a spender, that's not what you're really worried about. You're worried about getting up there fast. So you get all the way up to the highest level you can, and then get this up to the max level. And everything you do in here throughout your whole entire base and your rituals and whatever on the map when you're killing monsters and shit like that, you will be getting more experience points, 140% more. So this video is basically just telling you guys how important your hero is, or your champion, and your prestige is. I'll make one specifically for prestige another time, but I hope you guys understand a little bit, and I'll do specific builds if you guys want. Go ahead and post in the comments down there if you guys want me to explain how to set these up for specific things, because really it is all about that. Your champion is the most dynamic part of this game that you should be using its dynamics for. You should be using your dynamics, of your champion for almost every aspect in the game. If you feel like you're going to go gather, the most optimum usage of your champion, which would be an expensive usage of him, is to change his stats to gathering. Boom, I'm going to go gather. All right, I'm going to be on a gathering spree for the next day because there's a gathering event going on. So you switch it all over there, spend 1,000, boom, you switch it all to gathering, and you're a beast at it. And the next event, it's like, gain power. So you boost up your rituals and your construction speed and stuff like that, so that you can speed up some of those with speed ups and warp stones and stuff. Boom, boom. Get all that done. And then that's a kill event or train troops or something. Get your, that's how it goes. You'd play the game. You would set your hero's stats according every single time you're about to do something in the game. It takes some time and it's expensive, especially if you mess up. So get to know these things before you click it, and don't accidentally click add max points because you're like, oh shoot, wasn't supposed to do that. So your champion, regardless if you know it or not, is the most important aspect of your entire account, your entire base. If you can get that leveled up before, like let's say I'm leveling up, and if I level up regular at level 7 keep, I'll have a level 11 or level 12 or 9 hero or champion. A level 9 champion. Well, a level 9 champion is only going to let me get like a small boost of construction and ritual. But if I have my champion up to level 36, I can have maxed out construction and rituals, at least on the first tier, and probably on the next tier, honestly. So that's going to give me a massive boost. So leveling up my level 10 base is going to feel like I was leveling up a level 5 base instead. So it's just how you want to play, how you have money to play. And if you're a free player, if you're not a jumper, just quit now. It doesn't matter. Or wait, no, don't quit. Especially if you're in my kingdom or region. Get your base as high level as you can. Get all them farms outside of there leveled up as high as you can, and then quit, so that I can use us jumpers can use your base as a farm, so we can just hit you and steal your resources all the time, and it replenishes faster. But yeah, if you're a free to play player and you're not a jumper, you're not playing this the smart way, because you're never going to be a factor in that server. You're always going to be a punching bag, and that server's going to die by the time your city that you care about so much is ever even going to be a factor. You're just going to be like hitting dead accounts, and you're going to be stuck in that server because you can't jump out of it. You have to wait for some server merge, but good luck with that, because you're still going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. What else? Yeah, so if you're free to play, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a jumper. Yeah, it takes longer, but this game takes a long time. If you're anxious and you just want to, no, it's not fun because I can't build up and attack and make cool things and stuff, well, then pay. You better pay, or else you're just going to be playing this game technically the right way. You're going to be playing it the right way the developers want you to play, because you're making food accounts for their spenders. They're making entertainment for the spenders who play this game. If you're not a spender and you just playing anxious like a spender, if you're playing like a spender, just leveling stuff up, and now you're waiting for timers, not like a spender, a big spender at least, then you are playing how the developers want you to play. And that is by making a food account that their spenders can have fun. Because you know what? As long as you're still there, able to cry about it in world chat or something like that, or in their inbox, it makes it fun for these people who have spent a lot of money on their account and is coming to wreck you. If they come and wreck you as a small little baby 7 account, oh yeah, big them, whatever, you're going to be out of that server anyway, and you'll be a formidable foe against them in server versus server when it comes time. So, if you want to know how to be a jumper, I recommend going back to one of our previous videos on the channel. This is how to be a jumper, stuff like that. Don't forget to like the video, hit the subscribe, and you know what? The God Factory is out of here.